everyone, how's it going? Matthew Bailey here, and welcome to another random movie review. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these. The last one I think I did was for both of the Goosebumps movies with my cousin. I'll probably leave the link to that in the description below. But for now, I'm doing another random movie review on a movie that I think has been, forgotten. Not just this movie, but the movies that followed it. That I think that I'm going to be doing reviews on probably for the next few month or two and that is the movie Air Bud. Yeah, this is the very first movie in the Air Bud franchise that I think was pretty interesting, and this is basically going to be spoilers in case y'all haven't seen the movie. But if you want to see the movie, you can go buy it if you want to, and don't watch this video unless you've seen the movie. So let's get into it. So basically the whole point of this Air Bud movie is about a boy who meets this dog who he renames Buddy and wants to play basketball. But the movie doesn't start out that way. In the beginning, Buddy is actually a dog that's owned by a party clown, and he basically does these random kids parties that he doesn't really get treated fairly for, and he's not really that good. But it's not until he brings the dog up to the plate and does these things with balls that and that when he tries to throw him a big one, it messes up his trick as well as his career, because he gets thrown out of a party. And honestly, this is pretty surprising that this type of party clown not only abuses this dog, but he threatens to take him to the pound if he messes up his career. So then we move on to basically fast forward into the video, we see Buddy and this young boy Josh Fram playing basketball, technically it's Josh playing basketball first, and then we see Buddy come into the mix and play the game, and then he decides that it is a good idea to use Buddy as one of their new players, and even one boy gets so upset, or at least his father gets upset after the original coach is fired and the new coach comes in. He makes his boy switch schools and teams just so he can be the main star of the team. And as time goes on, they do a lot of crazy stuff together, this young Josh and Buddy. However, it isn't until the original party clown from the beginning sees Buddy on TV hit a ball into the basketball hoop that he decides to track them down and for some reason want to take the dog back. And I don't understand why he does that, because he originally was threatening to take it to the pound and didn't really care for it until he actually does well with the trick that he was supposed to do. And then we see Josh, not only was he so upset that he tries to free Buddy, and the guy gets so mad that he tries to chase after them, but instead drives his truck into a lake because it's falling apart, and he vows to get the kid and get his dog back. And then we see how Buddy and Josh truly connect at the final game, but unfortunately, even though they won, that evil clown still wants his dog back, and because they ruined the papers that he has, he decides that he'll see them in court because he desperately wants the dog back, or as he likes to call the dog, Old Blue. And honestly, there's no reason why they should even be having the court case to begin with, because it's pretty clear that Buddy loves being with Josh, and when they make a decision to let the dog decide, as soon as he sees the party clown with a piece of paper, with a newspaper balled up, thinking that he's gonna hit him with it, that's when Buddy snaps and immediately goes back to Josh, and he wins custody of Buddy. And Buddy lives on in the franchise, or at least in that movie, as a known basketball playing dog. And both Josh and Buddy live happy lives. Well, that's the basic gesture of how the movie goes. And I gotta say, this movie, like I mentioned, has been neglected or forgotten along with all the other movies and spin-offs that it made, and that's why I'm going to be starting to do random movie reviews on these movies like every so often. The next one I'm probably going to be doing is the sequel to this one called Air Bud Golden Receiver, so keep an eye out for that video once I upload it. But like I said, the last random movie review I did will be in the description, will be in a link in the description below. And as always, I will see all you dudes in the next video.